I'll come to you. That's how easy this works.
Nah, man, I'm holding out. They got to come to us. Second show, they got to come to us.
Fuck them. They're coming to us.
Fuck you, pay me.
Boom. Not pin me, pay me.
Exactly. I ain't no job squad.
Nope.
I'm a main event, baby.
But are you the baby with the middle fingers also? Or are you leaving that to Job Squad? That was one of their T-shirts.
Was it?
Yeah, they had the little baby with like the middle fingers. It said Job Squad.
I didn't really get into the job squad.
I wanted to buy so many shirts, but I didn't.
Yeah, because you were like, "Hi, I'm 15. I don't have a job."
I have no job. My mom's not going to buy me a shirt with a baby with two middle fingers.
How many? Did you have any wrestling shirts in high school?
Yes.
Just to segue real quick.
Yes, I did.
I'm going to detour from the main event and go. There's like a dual screen going on right now.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I had one.
You only had one?
I had a Raw is Jericho shirt that I fucking love.
I had the Monday Night Jericho one.
That's what I meant. Sorry. I'm going to edit that out so I don't look so dumb.
Nope, keep it in. Because Raw is Jericho is a shirt.
Yeah, but it was Monday Night Jericho.
Oh, okay.
Because
it had the stamp for the Jericho's.
Was yours the WCW? Yeah. Yours was WCW?
Uh-huh. I still have it.
So, no, I take it back. I did have a Raw as Jericho shirt because mine was a WWE shirt. Well, WWF.
Right.
Before they got the F out.
It was still a scratch logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best one.
All right, anyway, back to some titles.
Back to titles. Speaking of NWA, they had a title called the Brass Knuckles Championship.
Brass Knucks!
Which, shockingly, was not defended all the time. It was real sporadic.
They were like, hey, man, who's got the belt right now? I think it's Jimmy. Jimmy! You got the belt? Jimmy! Get the belt! Go home and get it. I don't care. He's going to get the belt.
Jimmy's coming right back with that belt. Oh, you want the Knucks too?
Jimmy! He's gone. He can't get him.
All right, we gotta use tape.
Just like
tape for an object.
Yeah, tape.
For an object. That was the best when they pulled it out of their tights. It was basically
it was literally a roll of tape.
Put it in their hand. Boom, nailed it.
It was an international object.
Look, we should do our favorite foreign objects.
What?
That one's just gonna be the top one, essentially for me. Spoiler alert.
It's actually that's it. We did it.
I don't care about chairs. I don't care about kendo sticks.
So tell me more about the Brass Knucks title.
I think I just told you everything.
Okay, great.
Wasn't that it was defended sporadically, and of course you had to have brass knucks in the match.
Where was it defended?
It was actually Jim Crockett Jr.'s Mid-Atlantic Championship.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Although it said NWA on it, so
yeah, but that's how the NWA worked back then. Like it would be like the NWA Texas Champion, Tag Team Champion, the NWA
that region,
like Heritage. Midwestern Heritage, like that'd be their
Texas Rodeo
that
Championship.
would be that like territory's top title because the NWA title will come tour like that. All of them were like that. They were like sanctioned by the NWA, but not really. They were really just like for that promotion.
Right. They just gave him a couple dollars. They'd be like, "Hey, can we put the NWA?"
Here you go. We'll put the logo on it, and you're good, right? Because no one's gonna see this. What's TV? Or they're like, TV, yeah, that's that thing that goes down the street, and that's no one else sees it after that.
Why? You only have one if you're rich.
Crazy.
Shut
up, Vince. So, speaking of the NWA,
so this is our favorite NWA WCW titles.
Yeah, like I actually had before I got the last title that I picked with an assist from you. I had another NWA title, and I was like, "It's real NWA heavy right now."
I had another couple WCW. Well, I'll do an honorable mention.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep going.
So NWA World 6-Man Tag Titles. So apparently the lineage of this is like it was kind of the same thing as the Brass Knucks title. Mm-hmm. It was a specific territories in. I don't even remember what the first territory was, but one of the first champions was former simultaneous AWA and NWA champion Pat O'Connor.
What?
So, impressive lineage.
Name. Yes.
We don't just drop the 70s. We go to the 50s. But
they're not old enough.
I don't know much of you. How many of you even have parents born in the 50s? Mine are the 60s. My dad was in the last 50.
My dad was 54.
Okay, so anyway, they weren't old enough to even watch this.
No.
So-
Let me go home and ask my dad about
Hey, remember when Pat O'Connor won the NWA 6-man tag team championship? I don't even know the partners again because I didn't care.
Right.
They didn't have Wikipedia pages, so I was like, they're not important.
Hey, wait, I can't click on this name at all.
So 1955, they win it, and then there's no history for like
What?
20 years. NWA Mid-America, Mid-American, which was based out of Tennessee, like toward Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
They brought him back in the 70s, and then they went defunct again. And then Jim Crockett Promotions brought them back in 84, and it was kind of like hey, Dusty, you're not really doing anything. You're not in the world title scene, and we don't want to have you fight for any other title. How about you and the Road Warriors, who are also not in the program, get together and fight the Russians? Sound good?
I don't remember them teaming together. I'm sure it did happen, obviously.
Who, Dusty and...
The Road Warriors. I remember them trying to take his eye out with a spike.
They were literally the longest reigning
Really?
NWA 6-man tag team
Well,
champions.
there goes my history.
2-time, both of them. So there wasn't a whole lot of, like, it would get to fit kind of sporadically. They
Right.
would be like, oh, yeah, we have a 6-man title. Take it out there and defend it.
Wait, you're telling me right now there wasn't a strong 6-man tag scene in the early 80s?
No.
I don't believe a word you're saying. right
There
now.
was a stable, the Russians, Ivan and Nikita Koloff and Crusher Khrushchev, who were, I believe they were the, early on, they were some of the kind of defining, and they had a lot of really great matches with Dusty and the Road Warriors. However, the last reign of Dusty and the Road Warriors turned on Dusty.
Oh, there it is.
And so but they were still champs.
I love
So
that.
what happened was Hawk, I think it was Hawk.
Probably Hawk.
Yeah, Hawk beat Dusty for his share of the title, and then gave it to Tenryu from All Japan.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then in 1989 they were like, "Fuck this title, we're done with this shit."
This is garbage.
Eventually, like in '92, WCW came out with one, but it wasn't
gonna
the
say, I
same.
remember
it wasn't
that
the
one.
same lineage, and it only lasted for like 6 months.
Did
and
the
they're like,
Freebirds
"Fuck
have-
this title"?
that was the only-
They did. Have
Okay,
it.
I remember the Freebirds having it.
Yes.
And it wasn't just a Freebird rule. They literally all. Well, I think
were
there
like-
was 4 at the time.
No,
Was there only? The
I don't
3?
think Terry Gordy. I think it was. I don't even
Obviously,
think it was. I don't even think it
Michael-
was 3.
Yeah. Well, obviously there had to have been 3. There were.
Well, yeah.
Well, who else
I
would it
guess
have been?
I don't know who it was because I remember in WCW it was Jimmy Garvin and Michael Hayes. They
Right.
were a tag team.
Yes.
Maybe Terry Gordy was there for that, or maybe Buddy Roberts was there for that, but I don't really know. I'd have to look it up, and I don't care to. Right? Again, if this, we're good.
Yeah. We'll do our more research later.
Yeah, we'll give. If you really want to know, tweet us or send
We'll
us
look-
an email, which we'll give you at the end of the show. I don't even know them. I don't have to look them up.
We can figure that.
We're
out.
so new.
We're recording that part.
Next title, NWA.
I could go that way, or I could take it across the pond.
Across the pond. Is this your last one?
This is round 3.
Let's hear from across the pond. I don't know. I was going to do a weird accent.
Which
and I just-
accent were you gonna do?
I was going to be like, it was started out British, and then
Did
I
you?
was like, I don't want to go there, and
Why
then
not?
I didn't know where I was going, and I just stopped.
Across the pond. It's not a British belt. Wow. It's the other pond. It's the bigger pond. It's like it's a lake.
Okay.
It's an ocean.
Yeah,
It's
no.
Japan.
I got it. It's Japan.
It's Japan.
It's Japan.
Spoiler alert. It is the IWGP Third Belt Championship.
Third belt
Championship.
What does this mean?
So here's what had happened.
What happened was
Brock Lesnar had won the IWGP
yes,
Heavyweight
yes,
Championship.
yes.
Then he pulled a Brock Lesnar.
As he does.
Wasn't happy.
As he is not.
No-showed.
As he does.
And this was right around the time Antonio Inoki was like, hey, New Japan, we're not seeing the same pay. I'm going to start my own shit. Is that cool? You know what? It's not cool. It doesn't matter.
Is it not cool? I don't care. I'm
I don't
doing
give
it
a shit.
anyway. And Kurt Angle's going to be on the first show. How about that?
And the name of it was Inoki
Genome?
Genom. Yeah, it's GENOM.
Federation?
Federation. And yes,
Like, what kind of narcissist names the... I mean, I don't know. He does have
did
one...
you not? I've done a lot of research about Japanese wrestling this past week. Antonio Inoki started New Japan for him. Why do you think he was the champion forever? Any big guy that had to come through, who did he face?
So what you're saying is he was Hogan
Mm-hmm.
before Hogan was... Hogan was like, I like
was-
the way this guy thinks.
Hey guys, I was in.
I was in that New Japan, and
Let me tell you something, brother.
creative control is where it's at.
How much is it gonna start?
And then,
Make my own promotion.
And then Macho Man was like, "Tell me about this creative control."
Thinking.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not.
I don't know, Terry. And yes, on the first show, Brock Lesnar lost the belt to one Kurt Angle.
Curtis Angle.
And here's what's funny.
Kirk Angel.
Kirk the Heartman Angle. That's not his nickname at all. It's the Olympian. He's a gold medalist. But I forgot the fact that he had all the titles in TNA at one point, including
that one. He came out and he was like, "Fuck you, Samoa Joe. They're all mine."
Well, Joe had won.
Ka-choom.
Joe had this X Division and the tag titles.
Mm-hmm. One man had the tag titles,
which of course makes no sense.
Which tells you why TNA is not really a company anymore. Yes, Impact Wrestling is but it's not the same people because those people suck.
They use their history only as like, look, we did this before.
Man, like TNA used to be so good too. Like in 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
They were just crushing. I remember being like, "You guys have to come watch this. This Canadian Destroyer is insane."
I think everybody I try to talk to about it, I don't understand how to describe it to them. So everybody, Google.
Let me just
Canadian Destroyer.
Just pull it up on your phone.
Also, Chelsea Green does it as well.
That's cool.
She's Canadian, so
Canadian Destroyer.
She's amazing. She also uses the Unprettier, which
she's
makes
the
way
one
more
that had
sense.
like the
hot mess.
Yeah,
the one that's dating way under her league with Zack Ryder.
Yeah,
not that he's not an attractive dude.
No, but it's Zack Ryder.
It's Zack fucking Ryder. He's a man child.
Yeah, I get it. You didn't offend me.
He also has a podcast, but he talks about wrestling figures.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
With Kurt Hawkins.
With his former tag team partner, Kurt Hawkins?
Edgehead Kurt
Fellow
Hawkins.
Edgehead.
Fellow jobber to the stars.
Hey, that's his gimmick, man.
Actually, he did win. Zack Ryder won against Mike Kanellis on Main Event when they were here in Dallas.
Oh, I was talking about Kurt Hawkins.
He for sure is a jobber.
That's
his gimmick.
I was about to say, and that is his gimmick.
Yeah. He's the Barry Horowitz.
He's a modern-day Barry Horowitz.
What is your last title?
My last title. Titles. My last title is that's a How I Met Your Mother reference for anyone that didn't get that. Boats. The Ring of Honor Pure title.
Oh, tell me more about. So, new Ring of Honor fans, do yourself
for all you 13-year-olds out there.
Do yourself a justice. Go back and look at Pure title.
Especially if aren't you for like an honor club like member? You get all of that for
all
like
of
you
it.
get to look. So yeah, go do it. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Also, but the production is pretty bad.
It's not the best.
So I remember I had just gotten back into because I as I've alluded to, I had taken 2 wrestling sabbaticals.
You did.
After the Attitude Era, I came back in like Royal Rumble 2005 because I saw you.
Mm-hmm.
At the movie tavern.
Back when they showed those things.
Yeah, which was actually really fun.
I wish they did do that more.
So, I guess from like the end of the invasion to 2005, I didn't watch anything. So when I came back, Ring of Honor was a thing.
Right.
And
Sergio got us into Ring of Honor.
Yeah, well, he got me into ECW back in the day, too. That dude was using the internet to find obscure wrestling promotions even when it was like even harder to find them. Now they're everywhere. You just like open up an app and you're like, oh shit, there's 18 wrestling promotions around me. Cool, okay. It's like Falling Out. Just like, oh shit, there's like 15 in DFW next week. Anyway, Pure title. I remember coming back and watching it and being really impressed with it, and then being really intrigued by the Pure title because it had really interesting rules. I know that at the time the whole honor thing was like the shook hands before the matches was not for this title, but just in general. Ring of Honor was but it was like way more like a part of it was a way bigger deal than it is now. Now it's more like regular professional wrestling, but the rules for the Ring of Honor Pure title was you had 3 rope breaks.
Yep.
To stop submission holds and pinfalls. After you exhausted your rope break, it was anything goes. You could use the rope to wrap someone's arm around and break it. Guess what? It's legal.
Counted.
You already used your 3 rope breaks. No closed fist punches to the face. Only open hand slaps. David
Duchovny?
No.
Arquette.
The guy that slapped John Stossel.